So I'll be sharing with you how you can get your farm to look like Fairy Core, Froggy Core, Witchy, Gothic, or Sanrio Core. I've created 5 different mod packs for 5 different styles of aesthetics. I'll be explaining all the different mods you need to create each desired look. Let's hop on into it and let's check out Sanrio Core first. For Sanrio Core, this is the UI I've chosen. This is Starry Ocean Garden UI theme, and it's just so pretty. As you can see, this UI, Starry Ocean Garden UI, looks really cute with all of these other mods. There's so many details going on and so many mods that I'm going to share with you. One of the most important mods in creating a certain aesthetic is the world color. This one I've used Bluegrass Recolor and Stardew Foliage Redone. So it just looks so pretty, and as you could see in the intro while we were walking around the town, the whole valley is just adorable. The water's pink and everything is just so cute. These trees here aren't a part of the Foliage Redone, and this is actually an additional mod. This one is called Sodachi's Starry Tree Non-Seasonal. So this is for alternative textures and content patcher. These buildings are Cute Valley Blue, and then all of the additional buildings surrounding are more buildings for Cute Valley Blue. So very cute. And there's just so much more to see. Oh, this is really silly, but this mod is called Sanrio Farm Animals, and it basically just changes every animal to a different type of character. So, oh, and it seems they drop tea leaves maybe? Really interesting, but I'll take you to Marnie's afterwards and we can look more at these. But you can have your little Sanrio characters running around your farm as well. And of course, in the chicken coop, we have little Gudatamas. So cute. Okay, next thing I'd say is these paths. So for these paths, I'm using Idelda's Flooring and Paths. I really like this like blue crystal design, and this is the crystal flooring, and then this is crystal path. So both the crystal path block and crystal flooring are just really cute, and it definitely complements this farm design. Even these craftables are from Cute Valley, so you can see they're super cute designs. So we have beehives here as well as kegs and mayo machines. So very cute. Even down to the fences are also from that same mod pack, so that one mod includes a lot of furniture and details. For Sanrio specific stuff, I have a couple mods going on. So I have these little farm animals, which is just adorable. These little guys are from a mod called Sanrio Plushies, and then I have Sanrio Furniture, which adds these larger pieces to it. We have Sanrio Plushies, Sanrio Furniture, as well as Sanrio Sprinklers, and that's what gives us all of these adorable little characters that I have placed around the farm. Really cute. Even this plant, this Hello Kitty plant, all super cute. This tiny little cinema roll plushie is super cute, and I use precise furniture to get it exactly where I want. That's one of my favorite decorating tips as well. Then this is a really special mod here. This is called Alex's Ice Cream Stand, and it's by Sexiness. And how this works is you can actually go to Robin's and craft Alex's ice cream stand. And this one has an added element of also having a secondary mod, Kakigori mini set, where it retextures Alex's ice cream shop so that you can buy Kakigori. So it's pretty cool. Straight on your farm, you can buy some ice cream. I like having this detail a lot. I think it's really cool to have a little ice cream shop on your farm, and it goes so well with the Sanrio theme, especially this Japanese kakigori set. Another cool food mod that's related to Sanrio is called Sanrio Desserts. So there's things like ice cream Hello Kitty donuts, which adds luck and speed, 3 luck and 1 speed. There's adorable cinnamon roll parfait and cupcake, pom-pom Hurrian cakes, flans, and parfaits, and so much more. So I just have a couple of these displayed on my farm. More decorations just from the same ones that I was explaining before. And this farm map is Lone Corner Farm, so it's one of my favorite tiny farm maps. I still have space on this farm for all the things that I really want without it being too limiting, but it still remains the cuteness that a small farm gives. Here you can see at Marnie's, these are the Sanrio farm animals that you can choose. So there's so many, and they're so cute. So I totally recommend trying out this mod. So with just a couple simple mods, you can achieve a full overhaul of the aesthetics of your game. So let me know what you think about this Sanrio farm setup. I'll have all the mods listed in the description for you to achieve this look on your farm. Okay, let's break up the cuteness with something a little bit more creepy. Now I'm going to show you a Gothic farm build. So it all starts with a UI. This is the Halloween vibes UI. So very cute. I hope this sets the scene for the farm that I built. I decided to actually build on Ginger Island for this farm. and it's mostly because of this amazing house mod. So this is Dark Island Cabin and Decor. I really enjoy this. So it comes with the house as well as your warp obelisk and a couple of other decorations such as this fountain as well as this telephone box. I was finding that the modding space for just a nice gothic black house was a little bit hard to find for your actual farm, so that's why I opted to build on Ginger Island. Which reminds me, a really important aspect of creating a farm like this is to download a mod called Build on Ginger Island. It is so important, that way you can have your farm animals and any other building that you'd also like on your farm at Ginger Island. The world color is done with Daisy Nico's earthy recolor. And then I have purple swampy grass as well. I think that these two mods together create a really nice gothic feel for this farm. Let me give you a little walking tour. So I have a bee area, I've got all of my crops here, farm animals, and just a cute like little romantic area here, and I have this beautiful building, this tea conservatory as well. I only used 2 mods from this next pack, but I also have this silo, which is using the alternative textures for witchy gothic buildings. The rest of them are more purple vibes, so I wanted to go like more of a black theme for this. So I also retextured the well with that same alternative textures mod. What's really fun about this mod is I actually used a different texture for the crops. So this is called Spooky Crops. This gives us some really creepy crops like femur stalk, candy corn, trick-or-treat candy, hexed potato, jack-o'-lanterns, and full moon squash, and more. And I'm also using Idalda's witchy scarecrows. So this is actually the scarecrow here. It looks really cool. I definitely like the creepy vibes that this gives. These decorations here are also from H&W. This is romantic furniture. And I have Ali's lattice fences being used as well. To get this coloring on this mod, you just have to go into your GMCM menu and toggle the darker option. For these trees here, I actually have a couple. So one like this is actually just a decoration for Content Patcher. This is for these other trees here, mahogany and oak trees and such. This is Riolana's fantasy trees, and you can actually just use your paint bucket on these trees to choose the color that you'd like. So I went for lighter ones as well as some darker ones. This is actually a darker path. This is just called seasonal floorings, and I think that these colors work really well with the gothic vibes. Let's take a look at the craftables that I'd suggest for this. These craftables are Idalda's craftables, so they're really cute. Let me show you. We have a keg, bee house, and chest. Then this is what the Junimo chest looks like. Extremely cute. Cheese press, slime egg press, as well as preserves jar, which this is just so cute. I didn't even realize until now, like that is adorable. I would have definitely worked that into the design. And I also have these mayo machines too. So it definitely fits the gothic vibe, so I can't recommend this mod enough. I think it definitely fits really well with the setup that we've got going on over here. All I did was paint these farm buildings black at Robin's, and if I didn't want to build on Ginger Island, then I would just have the regular farmhouse and paint it black on Robin's as well. So you can still have this kind of style, but on your actual farm instead of being on Ginger Island. And all the mods that I used in this set will be in the description under Gothic. So this is my take on a mod setup for a Gothic vibe. So this is definitely far from what I usually do, but I'd like to know what you think about how I set this up. I don't know if you can tell, but we're doing fairy core next. So this UI is called Spring UI. It's just so pretty. I love all these little details. So cute. So as you can see, we have a lot going on. This is super fairy core vibes. First of all, the world is colored with Pink Station's cotton candy recolor. So it's so cute. I really love this style. I don't know, this one might be my favorite. I'm not sure. And then to complement the world coloring mod, I also have this fairy grass mod. This is called Fairy Grass Recolor. So there's the 2 designs, there's the yellow and then the purple. I'll show you a quick tour around. So I have my house, a little crop area, greenhouse. This is my silo, farm animals and fish pond. And then I just have a little mill and a pond over here. All of these buildings are Idalda's fairy buildings. Clearly, Idalda has so many adorable mods. I've already featured so many of theirs in different aesthetics, which is really impressive. So pretty. You can also opt to go for Ali's overgrown fairy aesthetic, but I just think that this one is a little bit extra special. For the paths, I have filled in opal paths, which is just really pretty. I think that this blue color really complements especially the greenhouse. I think it looks very nice together. Oh, the map that I'm on is one of my favorite tiny maps. This is Jen's Small Beach Farm. So just down from here, I didn't really decorate this area much, but you have a whole beach area, which is really nice. And then this is just your way to Marnie. For craftables, I would recommend Overgrown Fairy craftables. So let me show you some of those. This is how the chest, preserves jar, keg, bee house, and cheese press look. Most of this stuff, especially these gnomes and the little fairy houses, are from H&W's Fairy Garden Furniture. On such a small map, I wasn't sure where to place it, but this is H&W's Fairy Fountains. These fences are Overgrown Fairy fences, and these super cute Junimos are actually my scarecrows. I believe that these are also from the Overgrown Craftables mod. I forgot to grab the name of it, but I have one more fairy furniture mod, and it's where I get things like these really cute moving mushrooms, this fairy, flying fairy, as well as I believe even this table and a couple of the other little decorations. Yeah, I've got more of these little mushroom circles. Oh, this little thing here. So I'll just pop the name of that mod on the screen right now because I forgot to write that one down. And then lastly, I just have these pink mushroom trees. So this is Salad's pink mushroom trees. Very, very cute. And there are so many different gnome fairy houses within the H&W Fairy Garden Furniture set, so I have so many placed around. They're just very, very pretty and so well done, as is anything from those creators. So pretty. Well, I guess that should be everything for this fairy garden setup. I'll have all the mods that I use and are needed for the frameworks of these mods listed in the description under fairy aesthetic. Let me show you something a bit creepier again. Well, actually, super creepy. This set of mods is for a witchy vibe, so I can't wait to jump into it and show you. This is Bog's UI interface. So really nice and creepy. As you can see, this is a super, super creepy setup. And I'm just gonna spoil it for you right now. Virtually all of these mods are Bog Witch's mods. Bog Witch has a seriously impressive catalog of all mods related to aesthetically making your farm look bog witchy. So this is just a fraction of the mods that they have. And if you just want an easy witch setup, I can't recommend you check out their profile more. You can find everything to create a super creepy witch setup just on their profile. For the world mod, I'm using a combination of Daisy Nico's earthy recolor as well as Eamon's witchy dirt and grass recolor. So I chose a purple grass and dirt. And then the trees are actually specialty by Bog Witch as well, so it's called Bog's Witchy Foliage. I like this added detail. It's something that I haven't seen on any other foliage mods. Oh, really cool mushroom trees too. There's so much to see, but let's just talk buildings. All of the buildings that I have here are all within one mod, and it's Bog's Witchy Farm Buildings. Bog Witch also has specialty farmhouses for mushroom farmhouse and such that I haven't reviewed before, but this is just their basic witchy farm buildings. Even down to the detail of this swamp fish pond, really cute. The mill looks great. Honestly, everything here just looks great. This setup for the horse is Bog's Elk Spirit Horse and Stable, so very pretty and certainly matches the aesthetic. Let's just see the detail on this amazing spirit elk. Yeah, wow, it just looks amazing. Here's another really special mod that they've created. This is actually the warp obelisk, which how cool does this look? It's like a portal warp obelisk. It's called Bog's Moongate Obelisk. Very cool. I'm also using Bog's Frog Sprinklers, and you can actually paint these with alternative textures to be any color you want. So I've got a bunch of them all around the farm. Besides craftables, which I'll show you more after, I'm also using Bog's Mothy Path. So this is the crystal path one, as well as some stones and cobblestones. This is Bog's Moth Tappers. So this is for your maple syrup and oak resin. And then this is Bog's Witchy Fences. This one is a hedge version, and then this one over here has like skulls and stuff, so really creepy. The last thing I want to showcase is the craftables. So all these are super cute. We've got the beehive, chest. This is actually the auto petter, which is kind of creepy, but maybe this is a really nice forest witch who pets your animals, but whatever. We have the amazing crystallarium, a statue of blessing, so that looks great. And then this one is the other statue, the statue of the dwarf king. Obviously this is my favorite, the dehydrator. This is just adorable. The seed maker looks great, and this is the scarecrow. Looks like some creepy grape vines or something to me, so I really like those. Yeah, Bog Witch just does an amazing job with her style mods. Oh yeah, this is the mini obelisk. Yes, absolutely wonderful. Back here I also have the well too, so totally on theme. And of course these are the silos. So just amazing. Bog Witch is really good with this style. They just make amazing mods, so I can't recommend checking out their page more. Now enough of this creepy stuff, let's get back to the cute stuff. I have no special UI mod for this style, but this is my take on a Froggy core aesthetic. For the world mods, I don't have too much stuff going on except for this amazing grass. I love this floral grass. This is Lumisteria short flowery grass. And then this is just with the vanilla palette for spring, so it pairs really well and I think it works great with this frog style. The buildings I chose to go with this design are Nano's countryside farm buildings. So you can see the greenhouse, a mill, the farmhouse. And this is one of two options for the shed, so a really cute design. This one's like a shop. And then this is the coop. For path blocks, I have two different mods. I'm using colorful paths for alternative textures, and then this right here is rainbow cobblestone path. Pairs really well with the flowers. I've got two tree mods going on, so I have a rainbow mushroom tree mod as well as blooming trees in spring with flowers. So really pretty. So right now I have it decorated with these maple trees that have the yellow flowers on it. And then so many rainbow mushrooms. The two main frog furniture sets that I have going on are Red Fox and Rain Frog furniture, and then Red Fox and Rain Frog outdoor furniture. We've got some amazing pieces like this beautiful fountain. This is actually a fireplace, but it looks really cute here. I've got another huge fountain piece. This is a lamp, a flower lamp. A little frog table and seating. More little frog lamps. So they've got some super cute stuff. For craftables, I would recommend Nano's garden style craftables. There are these different options for chests. This is the regular, this one is the large chest and then stone chest. They have like a picnic basket aesthetic. This is a mayo machine, cheese press, adorable preserves jar, so cute. And even the slime egg press looks cute too with the little plant on it. So these garden craftables certainly look so cute with this frog style. And this farm map is another one of my favorites that I actually had an amazing playthrough on. This is Natural Mini Farm. It's so cute and there's so many little details like this boat warp that goes straight to the beach. And for being such a tiny farm, it also has this amazing addition of a minecart too. I wasn't able to find a good UI mod that would suit this green frog style, but maybe that just means that I have to make one. I have this butterfly sprinkler as well as mushroom scarecrows. And I guess that's pretty much it. This is what the frog style looks like. Once again, all of the mods for this style will be listed in the description under Froggy Core Aesthetic. All of the mods that you need to create any of these aesthetics will be listed in the description. And I was thinking of making a second video where I share all the mods that you need to create matching farm interiors to all these maps. So let me know if you want to see that.